All right, I'm back for DustUS's ongoing coverage of ESL Challenger Atlanta. I'm here with Dexter, following their win over SAW to make playoffs. So to start, first playoffs in a while for the FlyQuest guys, with two great wins today. You completely smashed BetBoom, and now you've taken on SAW, the #1 seed in the event. How's the team feeling having locked in playoffs?
I think pretty happy. We didn't really have high expectations for anything. Not that we were downing ourselves, but we were just just cruising along and just enjoying the jet lag.
And I think the big highlight of the day for the team is definitely that earlier win over BetBoom, Nafani's troops, which was a complete shattering of the Russian side. What do you think was the biggest contributing factor to you guys absolutely smashing the BetBoom team?
I think just mostly as cliche as it sounds, like playing our own game. We did a lot of focus on just making sure that we're always in control of our game, and we didn't really anti-strat so much in terms of the details. We just knew they were going to use Long a lot, and I think Liaz and Josh Inns were just well prepared with just countering them there and getting all the kills they needed to.
And you mentioned Inns there as someone being well prepared for the match against BetBoom, and he's had a fantastic performance this whole event, looking awesome against BetBoom and then having a great performance as well. I think he was the top frag for you guys against SAW. Dexter was the top frag, him right there, and Inns was coming in a close second with highest HLTV rating versus most kills. You know how it goes. Anyway, so Inns, good game probably, right? What's up with him really? Because it feels like he's been mechanical on top of his game.
Yeah, it's been really good. Just playing pretty awesomely. I don't really know. He's just hitting all the shots and making the right decisions, I think. And it's good that we're kind of really focused on everyone contributing in their own way, in their own game. And I think that kind of relieves a lot of pressure for him and whatnot. And he's just making more right decisions, and it's not so much forced decisions. So yeah, he's just playing well.
So it's been about a month since we last saw FlyQuest in action, since they exited the ESL Pro League at the start of September. That result there I don't think is quite what you guys wanted as well. So what's been the overall focus in this month off from international competition to be ready for Atlanta?
I think EPL was an okay event for us, even though we didn't make it that far in it. I think the results, playing very close games versus FaZe and both Sangol, showed that we just need to tighten up a few things. It wasn't anything huge or whatever. So what we just went into with being in Australia was just again focus on ourselves, so that we don't really overdo too much. I wasn't adding in too many tactics or anything like that. People were more focused on the individual and all the space and making sure that they're in control of rounds, and that was a big focus for us.
So while you're in Australia, I noticed you guys played a lot of your ESL Challenger League commitment while you were there. A lot of NA pros are fairly despondent about the state of that, league in terms of the format, in terms of the meaningfulness of the matches. Do you sort of share their view about the sort of the flaws in the ESL Challenger League format, or what's your thoughts on that league? Do you feel like it's a worthwhile use of your guys' time?
Yeah, we kind of use it for practice, so it's kind of nice in that way because it's difficult to find practice all the time in Australia. So it's nice to always have two games in then. But in terms of it as a league, it's something. It's a lot of games and a lot of scheduling around that. So I don't really have any complaints per se, but it's just a unique format, I would say. I'm not really too sure how to answer.
HLTV recently had a chance to talk to the team at Cologne, and you mentioned to Mira from HLTV that you felt like things weren't really going well for the squad at the time, and things weren't really coming together. And I know when we, DustUS, had a chance to talk to Urcast at I Am Dallas even earlier in the year, the mood was fairly despondent about the future of the team and how things were coming together. Do you guys feel like you've turned a new page, especially as you're heading into the RMRs?
Definitely turning a new page. I think, as I said, everyone's real focused on themselves, so it helps to just make sure that we're individually having a lot of composure. And just have to kind of see RMR is the highest pressure tournament. This is the low pressure for us, but RMR is the most high pressure, and then it's just all about how we just kind of conduct ourselves.
So now that you've locked in playoffs, being the first team to do so here, you have the day off tomorrow before heading back into action on the 6th, where you'll play your first best of 3. Who are the main opponents you guys are looking at as the highest level of challenge to take the trophy here?
Definitely big in M80 and also SAW. I think SAW definitely should win versus BetBoom, unless BetBoom just come up with something magical. But then M80 and Big, they're both playing pretty well. right now. Big O is really have high level of depth with how they play, and M80 is just incredible energy, and they're playing in front of their own little crowd here, and I think that's just going to help them like pursue it, like play more with a lot more gusto.
Okay. And so this will be your last LAN event before heading to the Shanghai RMRs, last international event as far as I'm aware. When you guys are done with Atlanta, whether you finish in first place or you get knocked out in the top 4 finish, you're gonna have around 30 days before the RMRs. What's your number one priority to get the team ready to try to secure a major spot for Australia?
Just have a solid boot camp. Try not to be too harsh on ourselves in the boot camp, and maybe make it more fun than strict and whatnot. That's definitely the main thing.
Are we looking at a European boot camp, Australian boot camp?
Yeah, definitely a European one. There's nowhere in Australia to boot camp.
Definitely. All right. So thank you so much for your time, Dexter. We'll see you in action on Sunday, and then we'll see you in action after that at the RMR, where Australia will look to return to the major. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll let you guys celebrate the win.